Well, hello my darlings. Welcome back to Planet Zoo, our most magnificent Monday stream series. I do hope each and every one of you out there is having a lovely, relaxing Monday, and if not, we aim to change that. Our dear Seafoam is here with us, lurking. They are thankfully recovering quite well from their illness, still a little under the weather, so I hope everyone out there is sending them the most fabulous well wishes right now. Hello, Trippy. Hello, my dear Bloody Rose, my little pup friend. How are we doing? Oh, White Wolf. You lost your streak. Oh dear. My condolences. I don't know how that might have happened. Today, I suppose I've ruined the grand reveal by just spiraling around the camera here. Today, I am making a fabulous elephant enclosure for our zoo, because if we go here, I do believe, don't pay any attention to that. I do believe we have some lovely elephants. Or not. Maybe not. Maybe I'm getting concerned now. Hello, Millerella. Thank you ever so for subscribing again, my dear. Goodness, 12 months. It's been a year. How fabulous. Well, thank you. Here's to many more, my dear. You are always a welcome presence. How are you doing? I'm looking through my zoo storage here. I need to sort out the lion situation, but I'm realizing I didn't actually get the elephants I wanted. So let's look at the elephant market right now. This elephant is good. This elephant is fine. Let's just buy every elephant that's not terrible. This is a very small man, but sure. It's not too expensive. We can afford them. And she's terrible. Bug off, Lakeisha. Bugger off. Okay, so, yes, we'll be making a large elephant enclosure, because I love elephants. I think they're fabulous creatures, aren't they? But first, before we actually go and work on the new thing, I suppose I should show off what I did. I had a little bit of downtime, and I wasn't happy with the lions. And I thought, you know what, I'll do it for leisure, but because it was quite nice to do. But I went and made a new lion habitat. So this fountain, in one form, was what we wrapped up the last streak with. And I went through and I zhuzhed it up a little bit, made a matching bridge, you know, tried to make it look its best. I think I did a really marvellous job with this, personally. And then I made a new sort of front to the lions, because the lions were the last species that I didn't make any custom barrier for. Well, I made a little bit, but it was sort of the last hurrah of my old style before I actually started really giving a damn about the results. And now that I give a damn about the results, I feel like the lions, they deserved better. So what I did, I went through here. Let's get the game running. I went and first thing sold all the lions. They're all gone. But we bought some new ones. I went and I bought a bunch of new lions. Oh, there's more of these. Pachyderms, yes? Yes, I believe so. Anyhow, they're all female. We don't want that. Not right now. Ball. We are giving them a ball. I mean, actually, that was already requested. Oh, you're talking about this ball. I thought you were talking about the one that we are going to give to the elephants. So, You did make those camel ads for the Joe Camel exhibit. Oh my goodness. I must see this. I might be able to watch it on stream if I can get that working. I don't know. I don't know if that's something we can watch on stream. We could do it, potentially. What was I doing? I was going to transfer all of these lions. I need to get a bunch of lions back into the exhibit. You see, we have this new fellow here. He's going to be our new alpha. And then we're going to bring all of these other lions back in. Because right now there's literally no lions in here. And I feel like that's going to cause us to lose an absurd amount of money and time. So let's hope that the lions in this game don't operate like the lions in... Well, I can't move them all. Okay, what if I start from here? How do I do this? Okay, view animal management. We need to incorporate... Where the hell are they? There we go. All the lions, please. What? Are there any I can't bring in here? For any particular reason? Okay, let's move him here first, I guess. Just start like that. So, yes, I went and I created this new building. This building here has a restroom and a drink shop, I suppose? Slushies, some kind? Gulpies. I don't know what these people eat. And these hot dogs. Stuff them in there. Yay for money. Also put all of our staff buildings in here. Okay, these hyenas are constantly stressed. Why are you so stressed? You are a baby. You have no problems. He seems fine. Nadim is fine. The game's lying to me. He's fine. He's a fine little thing. Yay, commercialism. Yes, we put a restaurant in here. So now you see all of this up here. People can sit here and look at the lions, which aren't currently in the exhibit. And then we have some more restaurants around here. Some more food, some more drinks. So this is going to be, a large food court, basically. Right outside the lions, which I felt was appropriate. We had this beautiful fountain here. We wanted to make it an area with a lot of things. I also created this lovely cypress garden. That I replicated a couple of times. Okay, whose saltwater crocodiles are fighting for alpha status? Goody, can we watch? Look at them go. Can they kill each other in this? That would be fun. No, we don't like violence. We don't want them to kill each other. I can't release this fellow into the wild despite him being a 58-year-old outsider. I guess the alpha competition, this one, the young adult won. I see. The younger fellow already won. Okay, well, he's hale, and you're old, but I don't feel like it would be fair to, just get rid of you. So, let's just apply the contraceptives and hope that you pass naturally. I don't know. I don't have the option to rehome him. It's fine. This is not how you're supposed to run a zoo. I don't want to just stuff him into a box forever. I guess that wouldn't be the end of the world, would it? I mean, he would just live immortally. Would he feel anything when he's in animal storage? Is he going to suffer? Let's release Amina here to the wild. Okay, actually, no, she's fine. We'll keep her. We don't need the credits. Right now, what I need is to find a way to incorporate the rest of the lions? Where's the damn door? I already forgot where I put the door. Okay. We're still making money somehow, despite the fact that we don't have lions. That is absurd. Okay, let's bring some animals. There's no food in here, which is not ideal. Where's the food? I guess there was no animals in here for a while, so does make sense. Alright, let's just find all the West African lions. Please game just, oh no, I can do it up here. There we go. West African lions. Select all. There we go. That should be fine. Those are all babies. And hopefully the lions in this game are not like the lions in real life, which will eat the young of any females they take. They take over the pride. So hopefully that's not the case, and they don't all immediately die, because I would like them to be raised up, personally, so I can release them into the wild. That's kind of our whole shtick. We're big on the conservation here. That's what we're all about, conservation. Okay, I guess we'll get rid of the old guy. Get rid of the old man. Sir, this is the young one. He's fine. We have to get rid of Bascoro Senior. Yes. Because young Oh, that's what happened. No, that's Vical. That's not Bascoro. Oh my god. Bascoro got eaten. This is terrible. Okay. Okay, well, let's take Bascoro Senior here. And fine, we'll put him in storage forever. He no longer exists, essentially. Okay. So are these... They shouldn't be so skittish, should they? I thought, hyenas were not easily stressed. Perhaps it's because the people are going right over their exhibit. Let's put some signs. See if we can get these people to hush. Yeah, they're near the animals. So one lovely thing about Planet Zoo, if you haven't watched us play this previously, there's a lot of freedom with regards to creativity, and I like being very creative. Okay, the pregnant lion is giving birth. Hopefully he doesn't eat them all. Wonderful. So now, with those crises averted, crises averted, we are going to build something new. An elephant exhibit, right next to the rhinoceros exhibit. Oh my goodness, there's babies. Let's see the baby. I mean, I guess there's all sorts of babies around here, actually. Goodness. Oh, she dropped them immediately into the water, did she? I don't know. Goodness, look at this one, it has spots. How beautiful. Please don't defecate in the forage box. Everyone's going to eat out of that. Oh, I guess they don't have a forage box, do they? What is this? Why do they have a forage box? Why would this be here? That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. It was just a litter box. Hello, Kachai. Feels like forever since you've dropped by. It does. I think you were here last week, weren't you? At least for a little bit. But then again, a week does feel like forever. Myself, I can't keep track of time that well. I don't even try. Okay, we can get rid of these dono boxes right here, because they're not actually near an exhibit, which means no one's going to give us anything. We'll keep the bin, though. So how have you been, Kachai? So I added these lights as well. I thought they were quite nice. I think these signs have helped the hyenas become less stressed, so that's good. And it seems like the lions are doing well also. And a hippopotamus. Okay, a hippopotamus has matured. Hippopotamus. Let's see them. Let's see the fight between the hippopotami. We've reached the point. Oh god, I'm under... This is the problem with this exhibit. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's... There we go, that was jarring. Okay, who's the outsider? Not her. Nombeko is fine. Sibongil, she's fine. Dulani, is he about to get older and then attack? Because I'm curious. Or is there another male somewhere that I've missed? Let's go check the pond up here. Oh, here we go. There we go. Here's the fight for power. So Nyaru here is fighting Dulani. He's fighting his father. No, Nyaru, you're just going to go out into the wild. Oh, you're infertile anyways. You would have been a terrible alpha. Dulani will reign supreme. Dulani will reign supreme. Okay. Just keeps stamping out problems. Oh, speaking of problems. Look at these lovely camels, which are obviously going to not encourage children to pick up smoking. And the Fennec Fox exhibit, I think, is probably devoid of Fennec Foxes at this point. They keep disappearing, and by disappearing I mean dying of old age. Which, I mean, it happens. It's the problem with some of these creatures, they don't live very long. And we've actually been playing this game for a long time. It's year 77. I really should not leave the game running so much when I'm building, because things do get a bit out of hand. But that's the only way you get money in. So, anyhow, I've been yabbering instead of actually building anything, so I should probably go and do that. Oh my god, look at these things. He's having a baby soon. Dulani has matured. I think there's going to be another fight in the hippos. Bakari here. Okay, oh my, that's a good amount of money. Not money, conservation credits, which is what we're about. Dulani has matured. Now, I think we're going to have another fight for power here. This is older Dulani. Where's the Dulani the younger? I have no clue. Dulani Jr., where are you? No, that's Nombeko. I have no clue where the other hippopotamus is. Oh well. You finally told your boss exactly what you think of her today, and you've got a job interview lined up for working in an equine sanctuary. Oh, how marvellous! Well, congratulations, good child. That's just sublime. Oh my goodness, is that rhinoceros is dead? No, she's fine. She's just napping. Okay, so we are going to build an elephant sanctuary. Right here. It's going to be large. Okay, there's a hyena issue now. Oh my goodness. Where's the fighting? Show me. Hanan. Oh, okay. Hanan, why can you not be released into the wild? Or is this the... Sally? So Hanan was our alpha? No. I don't know who... Why do we have two I don't know. Why can't I release Hanan? I don't know. We'll get rid of Sally then. Ta. Maybe we should just have the hyenas on birth control. I don't know. I don't really want too many hyenas. Let's put him on birth control. That's fine. That'll mean one less, I don't know, one less hyena who can impregnate another hyena. Look at these beauties. They're both pregnante, pregnant, giraffinant. Oh, on that note, we have renamed... I'm sorry? What has actually happened? Okay, let's save and exit to the main menu. Apparently my internet's still fine. Am I fine? Am I still live? Did the game just crash? I don't know. An entire Easter egg. Oh, that sounds wonderful. Some chocolate. I could go with some chocolate. I should have had some before I started. Maybe someone will bring me chocolate later. Okay. Why has this happened? Let me back in. Let me back into my zoo, you bastards. Just rattling on the gate. The Eric Andre meme. Let me in. I'm looking forward to a gorilla habitat eventually, once we get to sort of the jungle part of the zoo. So far we've been leaning into the deserts and the savannas, but we want to do all of Africa, really. So we'll have to have some jungle. Okay, there we go. Now where were we? We were going to place a beautiful elephant sanctuary of sorts before everything just came crashing down. Let's align to grid here. I'm going to build this out some because I think, like I said, I'm going to put the elephants right next to the rhinoceros. It's very, very important they be right next to each other. So I want to put like a tower thing here. We're going to have a bunch more rocks here, and then this is going to go up. I suppose we should probably do that before we build the elephants. Well, before we move the elephants in, rather. I don't want it to be that... Oh my goodness, that's too long. Okay, but let's create a natural slope first. That's what we need to start with. Is that good for me? Yes, I think that's acceptable. Hello, Chaos! You were making art and goofy shirts out of it. Oh, how fun. Bully. Okay, that should be fine. Now, I want to smooth this out a little bit, because what we want here is a nice path. Oh god, not like that though. Heavens, God forbid. And by that I mean me forbid. I forbid it. Okay. Let's just... There we go. We smoothed it out. That's nice. It's still too much of a... I don't know. Too much of a rise for me. Okay, let's get the scenery lock out. Is that it? No. What am I doing? Just making things worse. Okay. Let's smooth that out. Yes, even smoother. Then we get flattened surface going. Well, surely that should work. No? Doesn't. very frustrating. Not as bad as the path, though. Not as bad as the path. Actually, you know what? Yes, let's make this area up here a little bit larger still. We do that now. Before I stress myself out with this. Let's get the scenery lock off. The surface lock. Okay. Oh goodness, that seems a bit much. Okay, that would actually work, although, don't care for it. Let's see. What if we do 2? Yes, and then rather than some sort of fiendish staircase, which would not be, by the by, wheelchair accessible. Can you work for me, please? I swear. Doesn't matter how much experience I get playing this game. Okay, that's what we want. Please and thank you. And then a flattened terrain up here. Yes? No? No. Okay. I don't like that. But... am I willing to redo that? No, I'm not. I would like this to be a little bit closer, but I'm going to put rocks around it anyhow, so who cares? Rocks. It'll look fine. It will look fine. The rocks will save it. It's probably still not wheelchair accessible. It seems like a very, very steep ramp. But in fairness, that's not a game mechanic. Even though it should be. Alright. Let's go. We need to make a very large raised area here. Not going to have the elephants right off the path. You have to go up to see them. Okay. I think that's still too high, probably. Yes? No? No, it seems fine. But I do realise I want this to be wider. Goodness. In fact, that as well. Let's go like that. There we go. There we go. I think that's as elegant as a curve as we can possibly get there. You've just now realised that, Chaos Them? Yes, Twitter's garbage at this point. It's very heartbreaking. Because I know a fair few people there who, you know, I can't really transfer over anywhere else. But it is a garbage site. Anyhow, I think that's probably a good start. Now what I want to put here is more water. So we're going to actually lower this down here. In fact, we're going to go closer to the path too if we can. Yes. There we go. Good, good. Just tuck yourself right in. Quite like that. Actually, the lip. It'll work for me. Oh, you know what? Actually. What if we thin this out up here even more? Will we be able to put... Yeah, this is the test. Can we put education seating along here. We can. And I could expand it out slightly, I believe, most likely. I'm going to rough this up and probably put some water down here. Well, Twitter, like I said, darling, Twitter's broken. My posts don't get what they used to, even when I show a fair bit of skin. Garbage. It's really just, it's been ruined. That ghastly man-child. Okay, there we go. Nice, large splash pad for our elephants. Let's make sure it's got some, There we go. I think that's reasonable. At least to a start. We're going to expand it. I just don't want it deeper than that. There we go. We'll put some water around here too. Honestly, I'm surprised even that we broke 1,000 on Facebook, just given how Facebook has been lately as well. Okay, yeah, let's just have this all be water. I can work with that. Well, maybe not that tight. Elephants probably can't get through that if I were to put a barrier around that. No, I'm just going to put some rocks behind it. Alright, now let's make this, you know, like a river or something. Maybe 2 was a bit too small. 3. Can I not have... No, I can't. Okay, it only goes... Oh, there we go. There we are. We won't interrupt this tree. I like this lone tree. We'll incorporate it. Okay. Let's pack this up slightly. This terrain has been ruined. Wonderful. Now let's push. Let's rough this up a little bit. I'm not liking it as it is. Originally, I was thinking I might have this go under this path. I have changed my mind on that matter. So I'm making this up as I go. It's not quite as concrete as the hippo exhibit that I had. This is terrible. I have a smooth tool. I should use it. Okay, it doesn't quite look natural, so I'm going to go around and roughen it up. Actually, I suppose I should smooth it. I don't know. I could add some rocks in it. That would probably help. Mix of roughness and smooth. That's what I'll do. Okay, so this is where people are going to come up, look at the elephants. Lovely. They can also go look at the elephants over here, I guess. But I would again probably have to lower this, which is fine actually. Let's just lower this. Let's make this lower. In fact, I'm thinking we remove this. Also, this water is not working properly. That's not what we want. Okay, let's fix that. You know what, that's fine, I don't care. Because we're actually going to have to lower this quite a bit. Down here. We might just change that, get rid of the fountain altogether. Anyhow, I am going to move all this back. This is already kind of raised up over here. So what if we make this even more raised up? I think that's a good idea. As I said, I'm making this all up as I go. No idea what I'm doing. So the giraffeteria here, I think we can incorporate this into the elephant enclosure much more nicely than it might at first seem. But that might have to change. This is probably a bit too low. Yes, this is definitely a little bit on the extreme side. Let's undo some of that. You know what, actually? Let's get, what do you say, 2 floors? Or 1.5. 1.5 seems nice. Okay, let's, we're editing the giraffeteria. Okay, we need to grab this, and that. Wonderful. Bring this over here. Okay, that's not ideal. That's not lining up. Oh god, no. No. Why, game? Oh, no, I'll just lower the grid size, of course. No, that has not helped in the slightest. I'm going to have to bring these through. Fine. Hello, Cersei Citrus. How are we doing, my dear? Now we go up here, and I guess we're probably going to have to put a trim around this now. That's fine. Oh my goodness, no, I buggered that already. Should be 4 pieces. There we go. So let's have this go around here. And then we can lower the area around it. This way, visitors of the giraffeteria can also get the elephant experience. How fortunate. Okay, there we go. Oh, actually, I should probably do it around that side as well. There we go. Because I think I will have to lower this small. So let's try to bring this up just to the bottom here. Yes, I think that works for me. There we go. Perfect height. Now we'll go around here. And all this stuff, we're going to bring it down a bit. But I'm going to clear out this pad first. So, we will, as I said, carve through here. Oh, good. We're going to have just a big old canyon for the elephants as well. Isn't that lovely? Aren't they fortunate? Okay, but now it does occur to me, I'd actually like to keep this height here complete, all the way around. I think this will be the elephant enclosure. Yes, so we're going to have to find a way to access this area over here. Interesting. Unless we do create an access point through there, that might work. That could work. Yes, let's do that. Let's create the access point. So first we'll move all this over here. Actually, that's a small room. Let's redo this whole thing. Let's redo everything. But we do want to make there's an access point right here. That's fair. We want this. So I think what we need to do is we need to find a way to get the staff from here through to here. So let's get a staff path first and foremost. Okay, what if, hypothetically, I just undid that. Let's put some larger staff rooms here. That's a fairly large keeper hut. Now I actually want to lean into the more traditional African style. I think I like the idea of this. Especially like kind of looking over the same large restaurant, or the same large area as the restaurant rather. Okay, let's put this here. Lovely, and then we'll put some reinforcements under this too. I think that'll be grand. And then we need a large African, that's the staff room. We need keeper hut. There we go, African keeper hut. I think I'm going to try and have the keeper path just go along those rocks. I think that'll work. I think I can make that work. So let's put this here as well. Just have it sort of butt up against this other building. There we go. Now we're going to have to make sure that there's land underneath that. Or not. We have to, I guess, do this first. Now, let's put that back. Sleepy lumps assemble. Okay. There we go. We'll make this work. So I'm going to build a path that goes right along these rocks. And I will go along after and make sure the rocks actually line up underneath it. And there we go. That is acceptable to me for several reasons. So let's just kind of lift these up a little bit, shall we? We can just raise this. Lovely. And again, right here. Just sort of bring this up. Doesn't have to be all the way along, but enough that it looks like it's being supported by the rocks. Perfect. You know, it's not ideal, but I guess this doesn't exactly look like a real waterfall anyhow. So it's not too bad in that regard. And we'll move this one rock slightly, just out this way. Mount I'm going to just call insect today. Okay, let's keep carving the terrain sort of not that steeply, goodness. Ah, okay, I see what I'm doing now. Yes, I had to figure out what I was doing. So this is, like I said, it's going to be a big canyon. The elephants are going to have a massive enclosure. Just far bigger. I mean, I say far bigger than it needs to be from a purely ethical standpoint. Which I try my best not to be, but still, it should be massive. Absolutely massive. Oh dear. That did not go well, did it? Let's grab all this. Is it just a matter of this not having... Ah, I see. Well, it's not perfect, but it does do the job. I don't think I did that right. I did not. There we go. Now it's right. Let's push that down a little bit. Don't care for it. There we go. We'll probably actually make this just into a hill. That'll do for me. We're going to make that into just a traditional path. And now, we're going to just keep pushing around here. I'm actually going to flatten all up here. I need to make a way to give us some water up here, so perhaps we start with that. Let's... You know what, that'll be fine, I'm sure. Put some water up here. Okay, actually, that still needs some work. The problem is you kind of have to finalize when you're doing bodies of water. You can't return to it later, really. without just draining the whole damn thing. Let's select the habitat. We're going to move these inwards. Because currently they're getting in the way of building the elephant habitat. Okay, there we go. We do want this to be next to the water. Wonderful. Now over here, again, we'll sort of just cover that up, fill it with rocks, etc., etc. Problem solved before it even began. We do need to continue sort of roughing up this waterfront, or smoothing it rather, because it just looks atrocious as is. I can no longer even do this. What's the matter now, darling? Oh, I guess I do need to pull this out slightly. Okay, fine. Where's that? I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Okay, and now down here... Oh, no, that's not what I want. I want to create another pond down here. There we go. I'm going to sort of bring water up to here. There we are. And then we'll have a waterfall there. I am going to fix this up a little bit there, make it look a little bit more smooth around there. Alright, lovely. Oh goodness, that's too much. No! It's getting too high. Tide is rising aggressively. Okay, now we'll need to make some kind of very long slope that leads up here. I don't think... So the idea here... If we can make this small enough so the elephant won't be able to traverse it. And if we lower this, if we make this a sharp enough sort of thing here, we'll be able to just lock the elephants in without creating a massive kind of unnatural looking barrier. So that's the goal. We'll see how it works out. Just sort of smooth that out a little bit. Again, we just need to make sure that the workers can walk along that and the elephants can't. We'll put a bunch of rocks there, put a bunch of rocks here. It'll be good. If it works. If it works. That's the kind of key thing here. Okay, so what we want to do here is keep pushing this, but not... not in such a flat way. And we don't want it to be this steep either, but... I don't like the slope tool, and I do want it to look a little bit more natural than all that. So we're going to make sort of a... just a slow meandering path going up here. And we're going to make it a little bit wider. I don't think we want to include all this in the habitat, so what we'll do is we'll, I suppose, bring it up to the water somewhere around here. Push that down small. So on this side, I think we do want it to be quite inaccessible. But over here, I'm going to smooth it out. What are we building? Hello, my dear JC. Oh, I was worried we were going to lose you today. Or rather, miss you altogether. We are building an elephant enclosure. A bloody large one, too. I hope you're well, JC. Did you get a good night's sleep? Okay, now let's get chisel out, because chisel actually makes some interesting shapes here. Okay, so we don't have to put walls or anything around here. What we are going to put down here, though, is a cave. So actually, let's pull this across. Right here. Make a big old elephant cave right there. I don't want it to be like deep under the ground though. Like, we don't want them to be descending at all. In fact, up here, I'm going to make this bigger. Some kind of risen mesa. There we go. I'll just chisel at it a little bit. There we go. Lovely. Now we lower this to like a 4. Then we get flat into foundation out again. This will be the elephant's heart shelter, if they need it. Until Flakes decided it was time to wake up by opening the window right next to your bed. Super white. So Flakes can open the window. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. So now we have sort of a couple of entrances, and I want this to be nice and wide. And in fact, again, just get the ceiling up nice and high. Yes, down here is where the elephants will sort of live. Nice big cave for them. And we'll probably put a habitat cam in here at some point. We can have a skylight too. That's fine. Hello, Fairy Bites. Welcome, my dear. Wonderful work with your errands. Glad to hear you've had a productive day. Is Seafoam feeling better now? Yes, they're still a little bit unwell, but they are much improved, and for that we are grateful. Don't know why that's like that, but sure, I like it. Okay, I think we've got the train down. So I think we can start getting elephants in here, maybe. I mean, we have to put some rocks around, I suppose, so let's do that. And then we haven't actually made the barrier. So actually, maybe I should do that first. Maybe. Let's do that, I guess. Okay. So let's start over here. Terrain too uneven for placement, really? Okay, what if we start like right there? How about that? You're not fond of that? Okay, let's start over here then. We'll put the habitat all around here. And I'm fine with the zookeeper hut sort of pushing into the habitat. In fact, I think my plan is... I'm going to put the habitat door right here. So let's do that. Habitat gate. Right over here. I put it right there. We're probably going to want it to be something better than brick though, aren't we? We have concrete. So let's do that. Or I guess it's better to just put the gate and then fuss with it later, yes? There we go. And now let's make these into concrete. No, I think we probably want higher ceilings. Let's actually look at our elephants. How high does the barrier have to be? African savanna elephant. 6.5 feet, roughly. That's fine. It's probably good that this is such a big habitat, actually. My goodness, they need a lot. But I think we've provided a lot. Quite the beautiful habitat they've gotten so far, in fact. Okay, let's resume this. Null barriers. Oh, well, I guess we need to make sure that there's a regular concrete one too. Okay, let's lower the length of this then. Goodness, it's still too big. Okay, that's fine. You know what? There's not supposed to be elephants over here anyhow. So, let's just get it to connect up. Oh, we'll put some rocks there. It's fine. The whole idea is that the elephants don't come over here. Because they don't bloody fit. Oh, okay, well I can do that. Don't hate that completely. Alright. Now we swap to null. Oh my goodness, what the hell? Thank you for the reminder, JC. Yes, I will stop for a moment to hydrate. I hope all of you out there stop and hydrate as well. Very important. Lovely. Okay, let's swap to null, please. Thank you. Okay, so now we want to make sure that this goes around here. I don't think that's going to work for us. This is fine. 1 meter barrier, sure. Why not? Let's increase the height slightly. for this area, which again, we're going to have a bunch of rocks here. I actually think I might try to block them from even coming onto this side of the river. I think that's the way to do it. So we put rocks and such around there. Now up here, maybe we want to try to block them from coming around. Oh, I don't know what we're going to do up here. Maybe we have this come down that side and we do something over there. For now, we'll put rocks. I don't have a strong idea for that. Oh no, we're not going to allow any of this. You know what? That's too far. Let's do it just around the tree here. We'll have this sort of go up into... Maybe it'll be accessible, but... not really anything but some rocks. We'll have another pile of rocks here. To do this just along here. The goal here is to use natural topography to sort of lock the elephants in, rather than, well, I say natural topography. The topography I just made. But yes, the goal is to lock the elephants in using that rather than giving them a bunch of artificial walls and such. Seems like a bit of a cruelty. Is that it? Have I finally connected? Oh no, I haven't connected it all up, have I? I've got this here. This just along this edge here. Actually, no, this is supposed to go up here. There we go. This habitat is complete. Yes? There we go. It's complete. Wonderful. But we do need rocks. We need a lot of rocks, or this is just not going to work. So let's grab some rocks and start building some shapes. Now, let's also just bring up the rock page. We're going to specifically filter it down to items that are African and suitable for grassland. There we go. Very big indeed. Well, it's very important that we have a nice big habitat for our elephants. Turn off position snap as well. I'm going to turn on random rotation. And yes, let's do random rotation all. I think that will get us some very interesting shaped rocks. Going to want this to sort of enclose around here. Let's swap out to a different shape for a little bit. Going to want a lot of rocks around here because this will allow the keepers access, but we want it to not be too obvious. So make it look nice and rocky. Then we're going to have a waterfall right here. fact, let's get that waterfall in now. I think they might actually be able to walk through that, which would make it quite beneficial, because then it still looks like the water's kind of running through. I don't think the elephants will be able to wander through that. Maybe? I don't know. Either way, we're going with it. Especially with some reeds here and such, I think that's going to look wonderful. Then we'll put a bunch more rocks down here. We want... No, random rotation is on. Perfect. Slapping a bunch of rocks around here. Yeah, some small ones in there too. You know, we need variety. Lovely. So we'll go around this side. We might be able to just raise some of this up too. No, not anymore, of course. Probably shouldn't have done it that way. Okay, you know what? Let's get rid of all this. We might need this area actually, but the rest of it, let's just keep this up. Beef, my dear. Hello, hello. How good it is to see you. Thank you ever so for resubscribing. I was so chuffed when I saw what you were proposing to do in our Minecraft server. It looks fabulous as an idea. I mean, obviously, if you get the time. Let's just kind of go like that. You know what? I'm just going to make this plateau big. We put something else up here. Maybe this is the Elephant Education Center or something. Teach all the kids about the elephants. And elephant-themed tobacco products. Your work's keeping you busy, Beef. Well, quite understand. I hope we get to see you. Because yes, with the desert theme we've got going on, that idea you had looks like it would be wonderful. Let's just keep... We're going to make just a big plateau here. Go all the way over here, that's fine. Might look kind of rough around here, but I kind of like that. You know what, maybe we get rid of that for the time being. and just sort of try and do a better job. There we go. Much better. Okay, let's get rid of the barrier here as well. We'll redo it all, it's fine. As I said, we want to make use of the natural areas. You work in a casino, so it's pretty hectic. Goodness, I can imagine. Casinos are pure pandemonium. I don't think the elephants are going to be able to do anything with that, but nonetheless. Probably going to have to put some rocks around this, but at least it gives some variety. Yes, we'll make this plateau big. We'll put something up here. Let's get rid of this barrier. Again, we'll just keep going back and further and further and further. That's fine. Sure, and we're just smoothing this out some more. The smoother the better. So now we can re-add the barrier, I think. Oh yes, there should be plenty of space. And if we need a bit more, because we're doing it so naturally, it should be fairly easy to reproduce. Or rather to expand it. Okay, that actually is not under the ground. We need everything to be sort of under the ground. Now we might have to add some rocks and such in particular areas where the game dictates that they might be able to walk up, like right here perhaps. That's fine. That is fine. I think that's a wonderful looking enclosure. And then we'll smooth everything out around. Actually, no, where's the chisel? Okay, no, we smoothed. That doesn't look very good. It does not look very good. And in fact, we can have sort of walkways all around here. Maybe. I don't know. But what I do know is that that is going to be a lovely enclosure. Okay, that's definitely not it. Can I just align to grid actually? Oh no, the barrier is too close. Okay, so it's just that one spot. That works. Okay, well, what if you flatten the terrain then? Yes? Okay, perfect. Problem solved. The job was entertaining but stressful. You had a guy ask you yesterday what machine is guaranteed to win. What kind of... It's concerning. Oh dear. Okay, I wonder if I can bring some elephants in here now. I'd like to test it. Then I can start judging once I know if it'll work or not. So let's do that. Let's go to the enclosure, which is just over here, actually. And we're going to go to animal storage, reset all filters. And we're going to take all of our elephants, of which we have 3. And we're actually going to have to send them to quarantine first, but... There we go. And now I guess since the game is running, we're actually going to... Oh, since we need the game to run, we'll press play. Let's keep going around decorating while we wait for those animals to pass their quarantines. Mostly need to make sure that the water's right for them. Oh no. Don't inbreed. No inbreeding. Okay, let's get rid of this hippo. Off you go, girl. Not allowed to breed with your father. Now for my favourite part of the game. Going around putting rocks in places. One of the animals has passed quarantine. We need to wait for all 3. 2. There we go. Now, these 3 are going to be brought to Habitat 39. Remember, going to a card room, not a full casino, but the Din 21 inviting a friend. The way I see it is I'm spending money on entertainment. If I win, that's a bonus. Personally, I'm not one for gambling much myself because, yes, the house does always win. But yes, for me, poker is good fun. Texas Hold'em in particular, I'm a good fan of. But one must understand when gambling that you're going to lose. And you may win, but you're going to lose. Oh, good. She got pregnant with her father. That's not ideal, is it? Oh, but one thing, as soon as they spawn... So what we need to do... like, box him up. You just pick him up. No? That sort of does... Ah, there we go. Yes, go over there. Throw it way across that way. There we go. This is a bit tricky. I don't know what's happening right now. Anyhow, let's have a look at our elephants. We have these beautiful, beautiful elephantes. Now, let's have a look, see at their needs. They have apparently 0 hard shelter. Don't know how that's the case. I created you plenty of hard shelter over here. Okay, I guess the problem is they might not be able to traverse this. So that's what we need to figure out. Where can they traverse? Apparently they can traverse all of them. Ah, they can't actually traverse into there though. So, let's fix that, shall we? God, what just happened? I don't know if that hole's just not big enough for them. Okay, so we have enough space. That's good. We just need to make sure that they have the hard shelter. Okay, so that they can access that now. Might not be big enough though, so let's have a look-see. Yes, it's not big enough, so let's just sort of go up here again, of course, after. Now, none of that is navigable. Wonderful. Is that any better? Yes, it is. Okay, there we go. The elephants have hard shelter now. In fact, I'm going to close that up, and they probably now have more hard shelter. No, they have less. Okay, not good then. Okay, let's bring the intensity way down. And then we're going to push. Okay, maybe we want higher intensity than that. Okay, let's see. There we go. Perfect. Does it look okay? I don't care for it, I must say. That's fine, we can fix this. Okay, we're going to have to zhuzh that up with some rocks, I think. But we do have a shelter there. Now, these elephants want less long grass, it seems. Let's get them a bit more short grass. Yes, put that right along the waterfront. That's a good idea. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Right down here as well. Okay, now there's not enough soil, which is fine. We want the soil to be around here. And now, we're going to go and actually put some rock around too. Around the cliff faces. These are going to be covered in rock eventually. And this rock texture helps it blend quite nicely. There we go. There's a bit more rock there. Then we're going to want some rock along here. All along this ledge. And thankfully the elephants quite like a bit of rock. They also like a bit of rolls, so we're going to give them barrels to do that too. Wonderful. Okay, that seems to cover actually most of their needs. Stone under here as well. There we go. Now they just need enrichment. And food. They don't have any food. So, let's give them some food. Now, we're looking for elephant goodies. So, we'll need a nice, large food trough. We'll put it right there. Easy for the, put two there. That's easy for the keepers to access. We don't need a water trough, though, because they're going to have plenty of water. Now, as for enrichment, of course, we're going to want to give them a nice mud bath. I think we're going to put this down here. Perfect. These people can watch elephants take mud baths, and the elephants can fling mud at the people. It's perfect. Now, a hanging barrel feeder. Where do we put that? Let's put that over here. Fun. A sprinkler? Or do we want another one of these? Put that in there. A barrel feeder, again. This one's not hanging. But as I promised, we want to make sure that they have barrels to roll. A skittle. And a rubbing pillar. We'll give the rubbing pillar, we'll put it down inside their little house. Maybe outside instead. I like that anyhow. And this thing. It's big. I think they'll like it. Oh, and a tire. Sure. Put some toys everywhere. And then we're going to give them a little bit of a sprinkler. Right there. Wonderful. And that should mean that these elephants haven't made. Perfect. Now we actually have to add this to our work arrangement. Where is it? Work zones. So we're going to add this to the rhino and giraffe work zone because it's within the same region. And there we go. We'll make them work from that location. Actually, having the giraffes worked in this one does not make any sense. So, let's remove the giraffes. And we'll remove that work spot altogether. Perfect. Now this is the elephant rhino. And we'll put the giraffes in with a different set. Elephant and rhinoceros work zone. Perfect. Now the fenix. The fenix, absolutely. We'll incorporate the giraffes in with the fenix. No brainer there. Now, these areas here are apparently traversable. Yes? Yes. So we need to put some rocks along here. Which, as we know, is my specialty. Let's just go along, dropping this boulder into different locations. We're going to put rocks all along here anyhow, so it's fine. Okay, let's swap to a different rock shape now. There we go. Around and around we go. Keep going. This is probably traversable as well, so we will attempt to close this gap. Plus, it looks better with rocks around it anyhow. Rocks make it look a lot more defined. Well, thank you, Leaf. I've noticed a propensity within the Planet Zoo community to try to make very exciting buildings. But me, well, I can't say I don't like to make exciting buildings. I do, but not for the habitats. I like the habitats to look as natural as possible. Okay, let's have a look. See if that closes off all escape routes. There we go. The elephants can no longer escape. Oddly enough, they can't access certain areas too, which is peculiar to me, but that's fine. They have enough space. More than enough space, really. They're happy. There we go. Now for the fun part. my cone in exile ambitions are anything to go by for buildings, you certainly are for exciting. I mean, it's true, I do like to... Oh god, another fight between the hippos. Where are they? Where are those bastards? Those big bastards. Are they over there? Not in their murky water. Yes, there they go. Hippo fight. Fight, fight, fight. No. Let's get rid of Dulani Jr. Off into the wilds you go, my boy. Yes, I revealed earlier today this new structure that I built a little bit of time off the other day. I built all this from scratch for the lion exhibit because I felt that the lions deserved better. And then we built this new rhinoceros enclosure recently as well. Very, very large elephant enclosure. The view isn't amazing unless you're here, dining. Then it's quite good. Okay, so we need to put some kind of post or something under that. I might even extend this, that might be fun. Let's actually do that. Oh dear, that's not quite right, is it? You know, it's fine though. Don't care. Are we incognito today? Hello, Lady Rissa. Not quite. I don't usually. If we're referring to the lack of a phase cam, I don't generally bother for our Monday streams. I prefer to make people focus on the charming sound of my voice. That's how it should be. That and I did some dermaplaning yesterday, so my face needs the rest. No makeup, no nothing. How are we doing today? It's been a while since I heard from you. I hope you are well, darling. Let's drag that down there. And then we're going to... Oh, that's not good. Okay. That might actually be easy for me to move there. Maybe slightly. There we go. Wonderful. You're ready to murder your housemate. But other than that, living the dream. My sympathies, darling. I've been quite blessed to have such wonderful housemates. Okay, so we need to give the elephants some plants. They have none. No plants for the elephants. We also should give them some rocks. Rocks are not plants, famously. But we do want to have many of them. Because they make the area look a bit more... I was going to say lively. Rocks are not alive, generally. Rocks aren't plants, yes. Exactly. I'm taking a strong political stance here. Rocks are not plants. Okay, but we do need plants. So let's get some African grassland plants in and about here. Now we're going to want some baobab trees, I think. Maybe like right down here.
where they won't be just like ridiculously intrusive. There we go, like that. And then we'll put a smaller one over here. Scientists have made a remarkable discovery that suggests that rocks are not plants. Experts are stunned. Baffled them, truly. Let's put another baobab tree there. Sure. Or we could put one right over here. Oh, you know what? I like the sound of that. We'll put the baobab tree sort of just about dangling. Just about. And in fact, we'll bring it over here. Then we're going to have a bunch of roots sort of wind their way from underneath. Elephant grass. Obviously we need elephant grass. So I have to make sure that this is up so I know about the plant coverage. We have 5 baobab trees and that has provided us with a lot of plant coverage apparently. But thankfully the elephant grass isn't quite as brutal for coverage. I don't want to overdo it with plant coverage. We're definitely going to want some reeds around here. The elephant bathtub. She wants the place vacuumed, but she doesn't want you doing it now. How tedious. I'm actually going to get rid of some of these. A bit much. We're going to spread that about. We have water everywhere, after all. Might get rid of that one baobab tree. Can I smooth this at all? No? Can't make it easier to access that? Okay, fine. Let's, again, click on the elephant so we can be aware of how much plant coverage we're doing. We don't want to overdo it. Just throw some over there. There's a bit over there. Smattering right here. Sure, we can push a little bit more. Why not? And then another big one. Just throw a little bit more around there. Wonderful. 5% of our coverage is from elephant grass. I mean, I suppose this is the elephant enclosure, so if you would want to have a lot of elephant grass somewhere, this is the place. This is the place for the elephant grass. But we need to make sure there's room for other plants too. Especially around the rocks, it helps them look quite natural. I was going to put elephant grass in here too. Probably wouldn't be elephant grass there though, because I imagine the current would keep it from growing very well. Right, you take this Mapingo tree. It'll be good for scratching yourself against. Sausage tree? Well, that sounds delectable. Itchy boys. Yes, we've given them a scratching post right here. I wish I could give them something a little bit more natural looking, but oh well. Just throw a couple of these around. Why not? So it's too hard. I think this is fine, honestly. I don't know if I need to add anything else. I mean, we're going to add maybe some flowers? No. I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. You think it looks lovely? Well, there we go. Thank you. Some beef. Let's go to vet research. Because I think one of them should probably... Alejandro, sure. You start researching elephants. I would like to know more about them. Also, somebody should research the sand cats. They look so grumpy. Alright, let's have a look-see at our elephants. It's happy. It's a happy elephant. Oh, that's one thing I completely forgot there. Is to give them bedding. Beautiful. There we go. Lovely. Aren't they beautiful? Anyhow, we can get back to placing rocks now, because we do need a lot more rocks, as it so happens. Like, this should be rocks. Get some texture. I especially want to put some rocks just around where some of the grass is. It'll add a bit more dimension. what I want to do is I want to get some grand roots. Now, I don't think there obviously are baobab roots available for that. But there are roots to some kind of tree, so we can make it work, if they're the right colour. Well, are they getting along? Are they friends? Can we get more? That's one question that we need to answer right now. Elephant. This is animal storage. Also, actually, that's a good point. Are they monogamous? I assume so. Stable dominant female in female herd. Male dominant in bachelor pods. Yes, of course. Polygynous males have multiple female mates, females have one male mate. Okay. So we can get him some more girlfriends. But not Delilah, she's ghastly. Oh no. 44 years old, it's pretty old for a camel. Okay, off you go. Actually, I don't know if that's pretty old for a camel. I have no idea. Seems like she lived a good life. This place is getting a little crowded. This is still fine. They're happy. They're happy with it. They are more than happy. It just seems like a lot of camels. Well, you know what? I'm quite happy with this look. Animals can be ghastly. Animals are frequently ghastly. Like dolphins. We need more rocks around here. Well, thank you, fairy bites. I'm personally quite chuffed with how it's turned out so far. Let's just keep slamming more rocks in here along the edge. Okay. Okay, that's starting to look good. Oh no, they brought the elephants over here. This is not what we want. Why are they over here now? What has happened? I'm so confused. Okay, what happens if I get rid of just those? Can the elephants access this water? Okay, they can't. Let's... Because if we can get those elephants into that water there... There we go. There we go. Okay, that still works for me. You have space now, yes? You can access, you can swim across. Wonderful. Alright. The elephants can walk around now. And the people can walk down this way. Please, elephants, do not try to bust down the barrier. I will be very sad if you do. Charming. Okay. Let's keep decorating. Okay, we don't want the vines. We want roots. Also, the elephants might not like the roots. Right, because this will be strangler fig, which is not a species they would generally be happy with. So I'm going to see if I can sort of make them work anyhow. Like, how upset are they with that? They're not. Actually, that... I don't think it counts as a plant. Perfect. Wonderful. Oh, that's good. That's amazing. Okay, what if we swap to align to surface? There we go. I quite like that. And we can put some more roots around here for that tree there. Wonderful. Looks grand. Splish splash. What did we learn about elephants? We've learned some more enrichment toys for them. Are they toys that we don't already have? You must go. Ah, well, it was lovely to have you, Mirabella. Thank you again for joining us. Do have a wonderful day. I'm sorry, a beaver pool? What the hell's a beaver pool? They're not beavers. They're elephants. What? I'm so confused. Sure, let's give them a beaver pool. Is it still inaccessible? Yes. Ah. There we go. Why is it... Okay, let's delete it. Start from scratch. Is a beaver pool just a fancy water pool? Is that all? I can give them a water pool right next to their actual water. I don't think there's any point in doing that, is there? The lions are fighting again. Okay, where's the fight happening? Oh, look at her. Look at her, she's got spots. She's lovely. Okay, where are those males? There we go. Tahir is an outsider. Get out of here, Tahir. Get out of here. Look at all these babies. Okay, well, now we actually have the elephants in our zoo. I think we need to start getting people to come and look at them. I think the best way to do that is to make this actually work. This is a bit of a mess right now. Okay, that's not working. I take back what I just did. There we go. We'll put up a nice plaza up here. But I do want it to be smaller than that. That's a bit too big. Okay. There we go, a nice curve. And I think we should try and connect that up. Maybe. Maybe? Maybe we should just have the path go right along here. Would be nicer, wouldn't it? Let's just try to stick to the path. Let's bring this right over here. The elephants are never going to get too close here. And then let's get back to making paths here. So, oh no. There we go, that's much more reasonable. Lovely. Sticks nice and close to the elephants. And we can move those rocks. Pathing was shockingly easy there, Fairy Bites, it's true. It worked almost too well. Now I'm feeling suspicious. Oh good, more litter. Oh my god. That actually worked. Like, really nicely. What has just happened? I have become a god of bathing. Can I redo this? You know what? I like that more. So I might want to try and fix that. There we go. I've done it. Path God. Exactly. Path God. Those are amazing. Although this one I may end up moving again. There we go. Yes, that's just slightly better. Slightly. Okay, so let's start working on you know, zhuzhing this all up. We're going to need some kind of fencing, I feel. Now, I actually made a little path, a little bit of fencing the other day, that I'm quite proud of. So we're going to take all of that. And we're going to bring it over here. There we go. It's not too tall. So, you know, it just kind of reminds people not to go too close. Oh dear, who died? A porcupine. Right, get this corpse out of here. Get this corpse out of here. You know what? Actually, this might be a bit too short. Let's tweak this. Okay, I am rather happy with that. The hill is group 221. Is that just those things? What do we think? I'm not so sure about these walls. Huh, they're not even straight. What a pity. I don't know what to do here. Let's shorten this all. Let's just try this again. It looks nice. I just don't think it's appropriate for, you know, this sort of African theme we're going for. It looks like something very European. With the dark stone especially. Which, I mean, it's part of the Twilight set, so we don't want that. Oh my goodness, those are cute. We could do the mud wall, actually. That might be a good idea. But not like that. No, we shorten it down like this. I think that's probably perfect. Actually. But we can decorate it a little bit. So let's decorate it. That could be good. That we would have to sink too far. So let's go with this. Wonderful. And now we take all three and we duplicate. Come on. Look, folks, stand behind the fence. Don't fall to your death, please. I really don't need a lawsuit right now. over here we'll just put taller rocks. Likewise with this curve. Let's get back to the rocks. Let's get back to the rocks. Most important thing. We just need more rocks. Always. Alright, now, we need to set up some kind of, I guess, educational thing now? Animal talk. Wonderful. Yes, let's do that here. Well, you won't be able to throw food there. You might be able to throw food here. Is that possible? This thing, please. No, don't worry about that yet. Give us elephant info. Can throw food. Okay. So we'll put our educational thing around here. Oh dear. No power. Oh, over here, of course. That's fine, we'll put the power back there. We're going to set up... Oh, goodness. Excuse me, I just have to hydrate myself there for a moment. Oh, goodness. We are going to set up a whole sort of educational thing here. Well, of course, we need more rocks. Of course we do. Let's turn off random rotation for the time being. Actually, no, random rotation's fine. I just don't want random rotation at all. There can never be too many rocks unless you're being crushed beneath them. In which case, you know, it's very easy to have too many rocks. Let's just keep throwing these around here. Now, oh dear, seems like we have more males growing up here, so let's have a look-see. Yes, you gentlemen, off into the wilds of Africa with you. Shunned. You have been shunned. Okay, that's a little bit too far onto the path. There we go. How's the scenery rating? 46%, that's it. That's disappointing. they're getting a picture taken with the elephants. That'll be $5, please. That actually reminds me. So we do need to set up some of the educational things here. Here we go with the elephants. We'll put that there. We'll put another one over here. We'll put a third over here somewhere. These we will absolutely push off the path here. That doesn't look very good. It's not even 46%. Wait, did I say 46? Goodness. Yes, it's 26%. Apparently the elephant research is coming along nicely. That's good. Okay, well even if it's not very well decorated, we can make the most of it. There we go. I'm going to put a bunch of... what are they called? Seating. I forgot the word for seating. Okay, what if we get it all arranged like this? And then we can put something in round here so it doesn't make it so obvious. I think that's nice. Can we get this railing? There we go. I don't know if that helps anything, but sure. It helps save us from lawsuits. We don't want any lawsuits. It's the last thing we need. No lawsuits. Okay, let's get a habitat webcam set up inside the elephants. Oh no, we'll need power for that. There's power over there. That should be fine. Line to surface. There we go. That... oh dear. Oh. Needs to be turned around. Is that accessible now? What do you mean no suitable seating? Okay, so it's inaccessible completely. How far do I have to move it to make it accessible? Surely the elephants can play in it now. Look at them, they're going straight for it. Of course they can play in it. Don't tell me that's inaccessible. That is absolutely not inaccessible. An elephant just ran through it. Liars. Oh, he's very happy. Look at he's honking at all the people. Honk. Oh no, my rhinoceroses are inbreeding. No inbreeding. Get out of here, you filthy rhinoceros. No breeding at all. We don't need more rhinopodi. That elephant is having a wonderful time. Life is good. In this massive enclosure. twice the size is what he needs. Okay, so back here, we need to set up some kind of building. Let's go back to the African style architecture. Like that. Marvelous. Okay. What if we take this and we set it up? Let's go from this side, I think. It'd be nicer. Okay. Now we don't need this to go too tall, because we're not going to put a roof on it. In fact, we can get rid of these back bars now. Going to get rid of all the bars, in fact. They look terrible. So we're making sort of an amphitheatre here. An elephant amphitheatre. So now we go ahead and we duplicate that. What? Why are you two different groups? Just group together. Is this part of group 223? Like, what is happening? Why is this not grouping? Huh. Okay, let's try that again. Oh dear. There we go. Alright, that's a good start. And then we will put that there, I guess, unless... Is this angle better? Maybe not completely, but... I don't know, I don't hate it. Although now we don't have the fun pattern. That's fine still, I guess. This way everyone can see. We'll put a pillar there. There we go. You liking it so far, Fairy Bites? Good. I'm glad to hear it, darling. Okay, now we want this here. Come on, don't do this to me, game. Why are you doing this? Why? Why do you desire my suffering? Okay, let's just... we do this. This work. Almost. You know what? I think that might be better. Now, we need to move this slightly. can't move that. And I can move this, though. Yes? Okay, that's good enough. Maybe I can make it, like, slightly closer. There we go. Perfect. Now, the back here. We want to continue going in this direction. Now, if we decrease this grid size... Okay, that lines up quite nicely. Now we once again incorporate that. And I grab these three. Or not. Okay, we have to do it this way. Fine. Back this up slightly. Shift this over. There we go. You know what? I quite like it. It's not perfect still. I mean, we haven't actually finished this yet. There we go. We have ourselves sort of a little auditorium thing. And what we're going to do here, in this corner, we're going to put a raised planter. Can we put a raised planter here? Not without it sort of cutting in a little angle. An angle I don't really like. No, don't like that at all. So they won't line up properly, which is a bit of an issue. Huh, what do we do? Although we could just put... you know what? I've got an idea. So let's go across like this. There we go. Let's put one right here. One right here. And also the red here. We need to make that into like a nice... Sure. We'll go with blue. There we go. Lovely. Now we still need to figure out something to do with these corners. That's a possibility, but I don't care for it. I guess we could put Just as a thought. No, that's not a good thought. That's not a good thought. Okay. Ah, but we could do that. That might be nice. And then we have a separate sort of flower bed. 2 separate flower beds within the region. There, I'm quite happy with that. And then, once you know what, we're going to figure those out first, properly, and then we're going to copy them again. Okay, the lions are fighting once again. Lakessa, Runako, out into the wild with you. Those lions are always up to something, it's true, fairy lions. Cheeky bastards through and through, I would say. Okay. I might actually end up... Well, I'll delete all that later when I can. Because we're going to steal from this. Perfect. Sure, yes, let's take the date pot too. I like it. So move that just over a little bit more. We get rid of this whole damn thing now. Wonderful. Now we're going to go back to Africa. And we're going to get some small plants and bushes and such to put around that. Oh goodness. It's a big bloody tree. Not bracken. Dog rose. Dog rose is nice. Get a smaller one. Yes. Now we're going to need more mulch. Just so much more mulch. What is this considered? Is it a plant? Mulch. Okay, here we go. Oh, they've got curves and everything. Lovely. It's exactly what we want. Don't know why it's random rotating. Please don't do that. What is happening with all this? drag this up here. Can I? There we go. I can tweak it. That's good. Okay, now we have a curve. Let's have the curve connect to this. It does not want to. Let's bring this down for a moment. Let's sort of make it so that this other one's spooning this smaller one. There we go. Lovely. So romantic. Not quite the right curve yet. There we go. Oh, I think that's just lovely. I don't think I can hope to do better than that, really. Let's shuffle this in here. Hello, Josie. You moved the fallow deer and the red deer into a much larger and better enclosure. That's wonderful. Now they can romp about. Perfect. Let's go back to Africa. Ooh, giant rhubarb. Let's put the giant rhubarb back there. We'll put some smaller plants around it. Or maybe we just lean into the giant rhubarb. What do we think of that? Might look like it's a bit much. Ah, King Protea, yes. Let's go with those. Lovely. Let's get rid of all of this. Okay. Can we just... Can we please just select like some things from there? No? I don't want a mixed selection. I want to... Why is this item separate? Kill me. Why? Please, just merge. Just merge, you bastards. Can't even duplicate it. That's so frustrating. How has this happened? That's nothing. Oh my god, why? can't I duplicate this? I've already demerged it all. I just don't understand. Okay, so that's basically everything. What if I got rid of that? No, it's all just stuck together, but it won't let me split the groups or re-add the groups. Everything's stuck as being an independent group now. And when I try to press the buttons to undo things, okay. Started to think I can select almost everything. Okay, so that's a decent chunk. At least. I don't think it's lined up properly though, so that's the problem. But they are at least merged now, so that's something. Well, why would you not? Please, game. Oh, it's giving me a headache. That's not terrible. I think some small adjustments and that will be completely acceptable. Oh, no, that's not what we want to do. And then we can just shift this over ever so slightly. Good enough. Alright. God, no, I didn't bring the... Oh well. Just drag this over here. Okay, that's something. We do the same over here. It's not all going to sit together very nicely, but at least it's going to be intact. I won't be able to move it at all. I have to keep that in mind. I cannot move this. It's trapped there forever. This was the boss of Planet Zoo, the final boss. Okay. That is looking lovely, though, I must say. Although I'm going to go to these. I'm going to bring them down a little bit. Actually, this one here, this one needs to come in a little bit. Then we drag these ones down as well. I think these ones actually might need to go back up. Just a little bit. Lovely. Now we can put some lights on those. I think that would be a wonderful thing to do. Goodness. Okay, well we'll put these lights here, I think. Of course, this area needs power still. But once we have power, it'll be fine. What if we align to surface? There we go. We're going to do the same thing over here. Just like that. Lovely. Now we're going to want to grab these shapes here. Bring them over here so we can put them behind everyone. A little bit better looking than the ones that were naturally available to me. That's the trick with this game. You need to not be afraid to make your own assets. The ones that the game gives you. They're not bad, but they just don't have the same customization. How far up is this? There we go. Just enough to see the top of these, I see. And we're going to do the same right back here. And there we go. We have our auditorium. And I think I'm going to... Wait, did I not? I didn't get the mulch. There we go. Now, let's bring those out here. Get rid of the grid entirely. Okay, actually that might not be a good idea. I was thinking we'll put a plant there, but I don't think that'll be a wonderful idea. Okay, now that we have that done, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to kind of skirt behind here, and we're going to put another keeper hut. Not a keeper hut, a staff room, rather. Actually, we don't even need one of those. What we need is probably a bathroom right about here. And also power facility. There we go. So we'll put the power facility back here. And it could just be a solar power plant. These are nice enough looking that people don't complain. Now this is all lit up, despite the fact the solar panel was just placed there and absolutely would not have had time to charge. That's the power of solar, darlings. Doesn't even need to access the sun once. Sure, I'll put this over here. That works. And then we'll just cover this in something. Now, as I said, over here we're going to want some restrooms. So let's do that. I think we just need a small African toilet. It doesn't need to be a large one. I don't need to custom make this one, I don't think. Although, large might be nice. It does look nice. I might just go with large then. Just for the fun of it. There we go. I think that does aesthetically work quite well. And then we can put a little shop down here too. Wouldn't that be charming? I might put it right here, actually. There we go. That's a good idea. Yes. Or can I fit that there? I can. Ooh, I can. Okay. Let's put some shops there then. I love the idea of that. We'll put a food stall. What do we need here? French fries. There we go. Put some chips. And probably a drink of some kind. What a guess what? They're thirsty. They're always thirsty. Energy drinks? Sure. Let's go with that. Let's go with energy drinks. What could go wrong? Now we're going to need to put some benches and stuff around. Yes, I think that's a charming little area. It doesn't need to be entirely custom made. You know, I'm happy with it. This is where... Oh, I actually haven't linked the seating there, have I? There we go. The scenery is still rubbish. Let's set this to October. Sure. I'd like to see this done in October. That works for me. Now we're going to want to put a donation bin here. And in fact we'll put several. So let's put one right here. We're going to change the colour of it, because I don't like this blue here. We'll go with a much softer blue. And mix that with brown. Oh goody, dead porcupines. How fun. There we go. Give me money. Money me a lot now. Money me. And we're going to need some seating as well, aren't we? There we go. There's a bench. People are going to get a little bit stuck in the wall, but that's fine. put one outside the restroom for anyone who's sort of, you know, waiting for their loved ones, but doesn't need to use the facilities themselves. Wonderful. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I am quite chuffed with that. And look, the elephants can now stand out here too. We love it. Porcupine died. Fabio's dead. Guess the seagull was a bit too intense this time. Okay. Let's see what vet research has turned up about the elephants. Anything new? Any toys? Let's have a look at some of the toys. Rip Fabio. Rip Grandma. You're dead now. That's not bad, but I don't like using pre-made shelters. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. How are the people enjoying it? Can you enjoy the view of the elephants? Their education is terrible. Okay, so I'm going to want to build something down here, I think, to lead us up here. So we'll build maybe some towers. Oh, you know what? There's probably some pre-mades. Let's have a look at some of the construction. I mean, that's not terrible. It's a bit generic, though. You only just now remembered that Flakes opened the window. You've been enduring the cold for Flakes' sake for so long. Oh, look at this! It's a collection of elephant sculptures. Oh, we absolutely need this. Put this right here, maybe. Or do we put this down here? Just sort of make people aware that there's, you know, elephants here. I'm going to put this down here for now. Oh my goodness, we can give them a whole little village. Isn't that lovely? You know what? I'm going to put a village over here. I like the idea of that. It's pre-made, so I don't have to do anything. Perfect. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Another animal's dead. That's fine. Ooh, let's just put that there. For now, at least. That's nice. We really need to start using some of these generic buildings a bit more. I don't want to use that. That might be okay, though. It does fit perfectly, so kind of tempted. Well, we can start with it. It's pre-made. And then we can add another one right over here. So let's go here. Let's flatten this terrain out, I think. Put the rocks up. We have to. Back there. We can do that. fact, let's just grab a whole bunch of these. Oh no, not like that. We're just going to place a few of these around. And then we'll come and fill it up with some more rocks after. Oh, it really does add quite a bit. Love rocks. It's the most important part of the game, Josie, of course. Hello, Hexton Lavender. Hello, Raiders. Welcome. Welcome, darlings. Welcome to our Planet Zoo stream. How are you? How was your stream? We're having a marvellous time here. We've just finished our elephant enclosure. And the elephants are just loving it. Look at them. Oh, this one's dead. No, he's just taking a nap. It's fine. He's just taking a nap. See, he's moving. Can one of the keepers get a stick? Make sure this elephant's alive. He's just eepy. Yes, exactly. Hello, how was your stream? What were you streaming? I already asked that, didn't I? These elephants have distracted me. Let's just dust that in there too. I don't want everything to be too green. There, that's fine. A cute little waterfall. Yes, we've put a little waterfall here because we wanted to have two bodies of water interconnected. Actually, underneath here is all land, so they can just walk along here. Originally it was just for the keepers, but the elephants were not having a very good time walking through the water, so they both do it now. We also have a nice waterfall over here at our hippo enclosure. Hippo and flamingo enclosure. Got to get your waterfall game better. It takes a lot of bloody work getting them right. Two-tier waterfalls. Yes, well this right here is our sort of reservoir for the hippopotami. Which they're never here. They never swim around in here. They can, in theory, but they prefer to swim around in the shallow water, usually. It's quite cute, though. Thank you. I was very excited to build this hippo enclosure. And the people are obviously enjoying it, too. I mean, that's a lot of traffic over here. A lot of foot traffic. Oh, good, our elephant's about to give birth. Whenever it wakes up, I guess. She's getting up. She's going to give babies to us. Oh, hello, more raiders. Summer Court. Hello, darling. Welcome. Welcome. We've been raided on both sides now. We don't stand a chance. Thank you for the follow, Hexton Lavender. Summer Court, my dear. How was your stream? Come on, give birth. We want to see the baby elephants. She's running. Nope, she's running for the tire instead. Come on, give birth. I want the babies. Oh, here she goes. Yes? No? Maybe? Or is she just expecting offspring now? I thought it said she was about to give birth. babies and the building are the best two parts of the game. It's true. Is she not? She's not giving birth then. What? I definitely saw a notification that said she was going to give birth. Either way, they're loving it. Look at them. They are enjoying it so much. It was good. You were determined to beat a boss that was giving you trouble. Did you manage? That is not giving birth. That is defecating. That's fine. You know what? It's fine. We need to put a. We probably need to put a fence up here near the giraffeteria. Thank you, the Jago KK, for the follow. You did indeed manage. It was almost embarrassingly easy. But that's always good, though, when you determine yourself to do something, and then you manage with ease. Oh my goodness, the rhinoceros babies have grown up. Look at them. Takemba, Yuane, and she's the adult, and Luzoko. Okay, this has come along nicely. I need to figure out what I'm going to put down here. I've been contemplating some more water features. I think if I do that, I'm going to need to put some kind of fence along here. Ta for now, Summer Court. Thank you once again for the raid. I'm glad you had a wonderful stream. Do have a marvelous day. Okay, let's keep decorating this with the rough stone, because that, again, it helps blend this all together a bit nicer. In fact, we were supposed to grab a bunch of this stone and stuff it over there. Yeah, send 2-star regards. Okay. Lovely. This is all turning out quite nicely. I'm thrilled with it, really. Do we need another water feature? I mean, I just built this. Do we need a water? What happened to this light? Is that just slightly outside of the power zone? Please don't tell me it's just outside of the power zone. No, it's not. It's definitely not. How peculiar. How utterly peculiar. Let's see. Can we like flick it on or something? On. Sure. And these are always on. Why not? Yes, I'm going to have to figure out what to put out here. We have this thing here, and I'm absolutely set on using this. I think that's wonderful. I mean, look at it. It's got elephants on it already. But I'm wondering, do we do that, like, a little bit of water here? Do we put a large garden? Or do I do both? Older water. I mean, let's have a little look and see how we can make that work. So if we just go down slightly here. Then we do flatten to foundation. Just sort of drag it along here. It's not bad. You know what? You might be able to work with that. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do, I'll drag that out for just a moment. Sure, we'll just throw it up in the air, fine. I'm going to go and get some more of my Savannah stones. Savannah Rock 4, that's probably perfect. Now let's sort of create a pad here. There we go. Although, let's turn that more delicately, so it's more square with the path there. Wonderful. And then we're going to drag it slightly out this way. Don't apologise, Hexton Lavender. Of course, you were just streaming. Goodness knows, after a stream, I just wanted to tune out completely. Have a lovely day. And thank you once again for the raid. Do enjoy your meal. I might not be streaming for too much longer myself. I told myself I'd be making these streams a little bit shorter, which means I should wrap up probably sometime soon. I might not, because I'm having a marvellous time, but I don't want to do anything too much beyond working on the elephant enclosure. Going to try to minimize that today. Why are these bracelet shapes so large? If we put... No, those won't work. We could put that there, though? Don't mind that. We had one of these over here earlier, and then we moved it. Hello, Song Goddess. Thank you for the follow, darling. Can we... Okay, let's put that there, actually. I think that's a nice sort of final touch in that rather busy region. Anyhow, down here, I want to find... Oh no, you know what? I want another waterfall. That's what I need. Another waterfall. This one won't be as big though. Let's turn off align to surface. And by not as big, I mean it won't be as tall. We're going to just have it sort of... There we go. Oh no, the lions are fighting once again. How's that? How do we like that? I don't know, I kind of like it. Takes up a lot of space, definitely. But I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Anyhow, like I said, the lions are fighting. Let's maybe stop that before it gets messy. Because unfortunately... Okay. That's a Yize. He is our alpha lion. Where is the female? Or where's the other male, rather? I guess we could just look at the enclosure list, since I don't see any other males over here. And this... It's one of these small ones that technically hasn't matured. I think it's this one's about to mature, and it's causing problems. Let's just watch for a moment. Oh my goodness, look at them, they're ripping apart those pronghorn pinatas. Are there males I'm not seeing somewhere? Yes, go on. Sure. Off into the wild with you, darling. Off you go. Now, let's take all of this. I'm not 100% set on it yet, but I do like it, I must say. It's something, at the very least. What if we did this? Okay, that's not helpful. Let's do this. Okay, that has definitely gone askew. We're going to have to make a few fine adjustments, darlings. How tedious. So let's again just go from this angle. I'm always worried I overlap things so much to the point where I'm probably creating unnecessary lag. But you know what, that's probably fine. Now we get rid of the water here, just for a moment. Because I'm going to flatten this all right up to the ledge. Sure, that does it for me. That's fine. Oh no, not that much. Oh wait. Well, that's fine. That's fine. But we do need to go through here and paint this in shorter grass. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad at all, really. We might want to put a rail along here, though. So what are we going to do for that? Might be best to look at props. They do have these charming fences. Or, conversely, we take that custom fence I made. Okay, we can put this right along there. We may want to come through here and add some rocks at some point. Because rocks make everything better. This is a simple fact of this game. Let's try to straighten that one more time. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now to save myself a tremendous amount of effort. go back, copy all of this. And then we'll leave this all the way over here. And we're going to make some adjustments to make sure it's close to the edge. And as straight as we can get it, really. I don't expect perfection, but I do strive for it nonetheless. Okay, we're not close enough yet. If we drag this down slightly, that's pretty good. I'll take it. Now we go over to this side, once again. We're trying to meet as close to the middle as possible. And then here, we'll just duplicate those. Well, it's not perfect, is it? But it will do. There we go. There we go. Okay, the elephant is apparently going... Oh, there it is! There's the bloody baby elephant! Look at it! Look at him! Look at Ade! Look at this handsome boy! Oh, he's beautiful! Oh, he's so stunning! Apparently there's baby lions too, but I don't care right now. I only care about Ade. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, his genetics. He's small. That's about it. He's small. He's young. Oh, there's another baby here too. A Duque. Isn't she lovely? 2 babies. We are going to be the masters of conservation here. Goodness, they love it. These little babies are chuffed as chips. Let's give them a snowball. I want to play with a snowball. I bet they'll love that. And you know what? I'm going to give them another sprinkler too. So they can frolic in the sprinklers over here. Where did Ade go? Or a Duque? Look at her. Look at this lovely family. What a big, beautiful family. Let's go down here as well. Just sort of under and along this path. I like the idea of it having a rocky... Oh god, it does look terrible. But they're not even rotating. Okay, let's take that. Let's turn on random rotation. Oh dear, that piece is not great. There's some pieces that are poking out, and we're going to have to fix those, because they do not look very good. Oh no, the lions are fighting again. Those Leos, they just won't get along. Okay, let's take every single one of these that is poking out. And And then we're just going to very gently move them in. There we go. I think that looks good. Oh, right, the lines. Where are the lines? So we have the alpha here. Then this is Rudo. Rudo could go. And whomst is this? A Swad. Swad, you've got to go as well. Sorry, darling. We only allowed one boy here. It's not you. This, by the way, I think has been, yes, undone. As has this. Okay. And it occurs to me we should get some conservation boards. So let's get a conservation board or two up here with the elephants. To explain to everyone why elephants are at such risk. Okay, so poaching and habitat loss. Where's the habitat loss? I mean, we could do species reintroduction, definitely, because we're doing that. And land sharing versus land sparing. Wonderful. Oh, I am so happy with how the elephant enclosure has turned out today. And already we've got... Look at them, they're having a wonderful time. So much enrichment. A big space. The humans are here, but the humans are not... the humans are not able to get very close. The elephants have a large amount of space. Scenery rating for this is still so low. Let's see if we can just add a little bit of nature around here. If that will help at all. Maybe some African daisies just sort of... Oh, you know what? I like the protea. Let's have the protea sort of sticking out in some area. Elephant ear plant. I mean, this is literally the elephant enclosure, so I think we should have a few of those. A bit more nettle. And then we'll put some more protea in and about as well. Does that improve the scenery rating? It has improved it slightly, just not really enough. So let's just add a little bit more nettle around here. And by a little bit more, I mean let's just spam nettle. That's still not very good, is it? I don't know, I feel like we need more. Maybe we just put some props around here. A jeep. Is that a good prop? You know what? Actually, I don't think it's terrible as far as props go. Let's have a jeep right there. Why not? Why not? How's the jeep? The Jeep has improved things pretty substantially. Okay, let's put some pots and stuff around. product placement. Absolutely. How is that? Almost good enough. Let's keep going. Let's just put these drums over here as well. Decorative rocks? Should we use decorative rocks here? I don't know if the decorative rocks are really something I'm sold on. Decorative pots, on the other hand. Let's see if we can shove a little around here. This is not even a rock. It calls itself a decorative rock. That is absolutely not a rock. Has that improved the scenery rating at all? Okay, question is, if I put this here, will that improve the scenery rating? It will actually. Marginally. Let's add a few more then. Okay, how's that? 74. I don't think we actually increased the scenery rating at all there. Okay, I think we need to put things closer then. I don't know what this tripod's for. Decorative fire pit. I mean, absolutely, I want this here. Absolutely. We're going to have a fire pit there. That's perfect. Is there no one here for the talk? Folks, this is the big day. Come on. Everyone come over. Can we string this bead banner up? No? Probably not. We could put some planters around too, that would be nice. Look, no one has shown up. No one has shown up for this. What is wrong with you people? I was so proud. Can we put like an elephant calf statue here or something? That might be nice. Baby. That has increased the rating slightly. Just slightly. I'll put another one right there. There we go. It's 83%. That's alright. Another dead porcupine. Oh well. Yes, I guess the guests don't care about elephants or conservation. What a bunch of assholes. I created for them this beautiful auditorium. Look at this. One person's here. One person has showed up to listen to the animal talk. We have Major Bichard. Wonderful. He's not a happy man either. I'm sorry. You could, the view of the West African lion from here is quite good. You can really tell they put a medium thought of a medium amount of thought into planning. Thank you, Major. My goodness, she has quite the arm on her. I'm so offended. After all the work I put into it, medium. Let's go over here for a moment. Because I would like to sort of zhuzh up this area small. There we go. Lovely. Okay, so I think I should probably wrap up for the day. As much as I would love to keep going, I am trying to keep these streams a little bit tighter, a little bit more concise. And frankly, we accomplished what we set out to do today. We made ourselves a massive elephant enclosure. We've built this lovely habitat for them, this hard shelter here that they can go into. I don't know if they can actually get through here. Maybe I should check that before we wrap up, just so I can say, okay, this area is complete. No, they can't access this. Okay. Let's fix that then, very quickly. Just poke around here. There we go. They can get through now. Brilliant. Bloody brilliant. I need to go through, put some rocks here. Finalize a few things. But, you know, I think it's all going to turn out nicely. I think, close the screen because I think a headache is mounting. So I am going to depart, my darlings, but I wanted to thank you one and all for coming along and joining me as we created this fabulous world for our elephants. And I hope to see you all next Monday. I believe next Monday we will be building the souvenir store, which will be themed like a bazaar. I think that'll be quite nice. We'll be building that around here. And hopefully we'll be adding the ADAX soon. They're quite good for conservation credits as well. So, that's something to look forward to. But for now, my dears, I have been Morningstar. This has been Planet Zoo for another wonderful, relaxing Monday. I will hopefully see some of you again on Wednesday. Thank you very much for joining me, and have a lovely evening. Ta! Mwah!